colleague from Houston, Congressman Al Green.
I'm proud to be a Democrat. And I'm very proud to be here with some people who are making trouble. We got some Texans who've come all the way to Chicago to make trouble. John Lewis would call them good troublemakers. Good troublemakers. These are the kinds of people who want to make sure that we take care of people here on earth. Why do I say this? Because I just heard this morning that this administration wants to put a nuclear reactor on the moon. Yes. I'm concerned about accessible housing here on earth. Right. These are good troublemakers. So I cannot help but hearken back now to the Edmund Pettus Bridge. John Lewis was a personal friend of mine, and if I may say so, we shared time together and we spent time together. We went to jail together. And I'm proud to tell you, he told me the story of the Edmund Pettus Bridge. John Lewis explained to me that as they approached the crest to the bridge, they could see the men on horses. They could see men with clubs in their hands. Yet they marched on. Yeah. He knew what their intentionality was, but they marched on. They didn't turn back. These good troublemakers are not turning back. They're going to march on. They're going to stand strong. They marched on. And when they encountered the constabulary, they were met with clubs. They were simply trying to march peacefully from Selma to Montgomery. They were beaten all the way back to the church. John told me, he said, I thought I was going to die on that bridge. The Edmund Pettus Bridge. This, my friends, is an Edmund Pettus Bridge moment. This is one of those seminal moments in time that can impact the rest of time. And it's time for all of us, not just those of us who are here, but all of us in this country who believe in government of the people, by the people, for the people, not government of the bureaucracy, by the bureaucracy, for the bureaucracy, not government of the plutocrats, by the plutocrats, for the plutocrats, not government of the very, very wealthy, for the wealthy, but government for you, the people, the people. And if you believe in government for the people, you got to stand up for the people. And that doesn't just apply to the people who are here. There are some people who have strong voices, who have criticized Democrats, but they're not using their strong voices. You got to use your voice now. You got to come out. You got to come out. This is no time to take a break. Get involved. This is about us all. This is about our democracy. This is about our country. We all have to get involved. And as we get involved, let's remember this. At some point on the infinite continuum that we call time, we're all going to have to account for our time. And on that day, the question won't be how many full bellies did you feed. Question won't be how many billionaires did you try to get money in their pockets and lend money to them. No, the question is going to be, what did you do for the least, the last, and the lost? Right. What did you do for those who were hungry? Did you try to feed them or did you try to take snap from them? Right. The question is going to be, what did you do for those who were unhoused, living under bridges? Veterans with signs up that said, say veteran, need help, will work for food. What did you do for them? Right. Did you try to build a nuclear reactor on the moon, or did you try to get affordable, accessible housing for them right here on Earth? Right. There's some difficult days ahead. But on this infinite continuum, here's one thing that I know. I don't know what the judgment will be, but I know what the record will show. Right. The record is going to show that troublemakers, good troublemakers, that Democrats, that Democrats were there for the least, the last, and the lost, that Democrats made a difference in the lives of people who were living in the streets of life, not just those living in the suites of life. Yeah. Democrats are making a difference. And yes, they're on the right side of history. But more important than all of this, they're on the right side of righteousness. Righteousness. And yes, what the governor is doing in Texas is wrong. What is wrong with you, governor? What is wrong with you? You've had babies to lose their lives. Families are suffering. And you are trying to redistrict Texas? You make this your number one item on your scorecard? What is wrong with you, governor? You ought to be ashamed. Somebody's got to call you out. We're going to call you out now, and I believe we'll call you out in November of next year. Right. I close with this, dear brothers and sisters, and I say brothers and sisters because I truly do believe, as Dr. King did, that there's just one race, and that's the human race. And all of us were created to live in harmony. But here's my closing. I'm a son of the segregated South. The laws that were recognized to protect me and the Constitution, my friends and neighbors denied me those laws. They denied me those privileges. I drank from colored water fountains. I sat in the back of the bus, the balcony of the movie, and I was locked up once, and it was the bottom of the jail. Yes, I was denied. I know invidious discrimination when I see it. I know what it looks like. I've celebrated my 25th birthday 3 times. I'm now 2 years into my 25th. I know what it looks like. I know what it sounds like. I know what it smells like. What's happening in Texas is invidious discrimination. It is racial. My dear friends, it is racist. It is. And we have to say it. We have to say it. That's what it is. I know it when I see it. I know it when I smell it. I know it when I hear it. And we have a duty, a responsibility, and an obligation to stand up to it. All of us. I'm telling you, it's not just Texas. If it were just Texas, Emmanuel Cleaver wouldn't have his seat on the chopping block in Missouri. It's more than Texas. It's this country. And we, the Democrats, are going to make the difference, because when democracy was on the line, let it be said that Democrats took the stand to preserve and save democracy in the United States of America. God bless you and thank you. Thank you so much.
Say, before we open it up for questions, there is one person I want to acknowledge, a couple people. Of course, Leader Wu, thank you for your leadership of the caucus. I also want to acknowledge you somewhere here, my colleague, the chair of the Texas Democratic Party, right over there, Kendall Scudder. Thank you for your leadership, Chairman. And, of course, Congressman Mark Vesey is here, and Congresswoman Julie Johnson is here somewhere, I believe. There she is over there. Thank you both. We're going to open it up for questions now, and I'll just call right over there. Go ahead. And can you please introduce yourself? Yes, of course. Yep. Well, he hasn't held back. Just this morning, he said that the Republicans are entitled to these 5 seats, right? Let me just be really clear about this. No party is entitled to any district. We have to go out and earn the votes, and that's what a democracy is about. The fact that Donald Trump believes he's entitled to these seats and he's entitled to this unconstitutional power grab should tell you everything you need to know. Listen, at the end of the day, as I said, we're going to keep standing up to this. It's illegal. It's immoral. It's racist. And, you know, look, Donald Trump has talked about it. He's going to continue to talk about it. His first call was to Greg Abbott. They're doing his bidding. It's very clear what they're up to here because they know they're going to lose in 2026. Yes. Sure.
I believe Trump said as recently as this morning that Look, I've been really clear that, again, let me repeat, Donald Trump is a cheater. So is Governor Greg Abbott. And Texas Republicans are carrying out their will. And if they're going to cheat, then all of us have to take a hard look at what the effect of that cheating is on democracy. And that means we've all got to stand up and do the right thing. So as far as I'm concerned, everything is on the table.
We'll go,
yes.
over there.
Sorry, yeah.